Welcome everyone. Most of you already know me. I'm Robin Turlings, founder and CEO of the Startup Buddy. I've met a lot of you last week during the demo day. Quite a lot of you were there as investors or as pitching companies, or some of you have pitched before. Today is a different event. We did it on purpose a week after demo day. The idea is that it would be possible for investors to meet the startups that have been pitching before or that are using the platform. I'm going to explain how this is going to work today. It is the first time we do this. Like you might have heard already, I'm the only one who has control over the breakout rooms. That's why I will be a little bit distracted in between maybe. Because I have to make sure that you're getting in the right rooms and get to talk to the right people. If along the way you have problems anywhere, please get in touch primarily on the chat with Salsabil or Sakshi. They are from my team. If they cannot fix it, I will try to fix the rest. Let me see. So I think that's it for the starting remarks. I was going to introduce you a little bit more to the Startup Buddy, but most of you have already used our platform, so I'm not going to do that right now. One thing that I want to mention that is interesting for the founders that is coming up in the Startup Buddy is an investor finder. You will basically be able to find all different kind of investors across the world and in different industries, etc. So we're working on that. And for the investors that are here already, we have a fund builder just launched. It's still in beta, so you can use it to set up your new VC or private equity fund, but it's not possible to launch it yet in terms of finding limited partners. But you can check it out now under your investor profile. And probably next week, it will become possible also to work as a VC team. Most VCs are more than one person, obviously. Startups can already work in teams, but investors so far couldn't. Probably by end of next week, you will be able to do that. And then thirdly, of course, we have started doing these demo days. We have tried to do the matching based on the input of investors on our platform and the input of the startups. However, there's been a lot of last minute changes that I will announce when we go to the schedule. That we'll kind of have to handle on the fly, which I will explain you a little bit later. What is the program going to look like? So as you can see, we're already behind schedule, but the good thing is we have actually kept 5 minutes in between the rounds. I assume that after the first breakout rooms are started, it should be much quicker. In principle, everybody has 20 minutes to talk to the investor or the founder that they're matched with. And then at some point you will get a message through Zoom. I will be broadcasting a message that this round is over and that we're going to move people to other rooms. It's going to be 3 different rounds. I hope you've seen all the schedule that I sent this morning to you. We should be done around 6:30. Then the program itself. There's a lot of changes here because I literally still have messages coming on in. Let me just check for a second. So, okay, that's the same problem. Renat, I've seen coming in. Abi, I've seen coming in as well. So you're all here. Okay, and this is not related. I've not been able to check just now who's exactly here. For the first round, that's not really a problem. What is going to happen, we have pre-programmed all the breakout rooms based on this schedule. Now, there has been quite a lot of changes last minute in which VC is represented by who, and some VCs are later, and 2 of them had to drop out. I think the founders are mostly complete, but I'm not sure. And I also know that some other investors joined. So basically what I'm going to do when we start the session is I'm going to send everybody to their predetermined room. If you are there for 1 minute and nobody is joining, then probably the person isn't there or is being replaced by somebody else. Then please come back to the main session so that I can see that you're not in your breakout room. And then I will try to reschedule it on the spot based on who's actually here. So the investors that won't join for sure are Sagar Tandon from Moonshot Ventures and Josh. They both had family problems at the last minute and they couldn't come. Josh might be replaced by a colleague, but I have not checked if that's the case. Sagar, I don't think is replaced. And Will is joining. Maybe he's already there, but he was going to be a little bit later. He let me know. Then Kitaki, first of all, I've apparently put somewhere that it's a fund from India, which is incorrect. It's a fund from New Zealand. And I did not write your name down just now, but Niraj is replaced by a colleague of his. Those are the things that I knew before we started this session. But basically it's very simple. When I tell you that we're going to open the breakout rooms, you will just automatically, hopefully, be moved to the breakout rooms. Stay there for 1 or 2 minutes. If nobody is coming, then come back to the main session and we'll solve it there. Okay?
Robin, if Josh is not coming, I think we meet him first.
Yes, so, but that's going to be for a lot of people. So if I have somebody else that you can meet, I will schedule that person. If not, you might have to wait till your next meeting.
Okay.
So the rooms will be from this call, right? You would just put us in those rooms.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That if I set it up correctly, that should go automated. Okay. My team is only 4 people. We have tested this with 4 people, not with 20. So let's see. Okay, so this I've already explained. You will have 20 minutes for each session. We're not going to change that because we're a little bit later, because I think we'll catch up. There is 5 minutes in between. Basically, at the moment that you get the message that we're going to change, wind down your conversation, because as of that moment, you can switch to a different room anytime. The investors are staying in their room. So investors are basically in predetermined rooms and they have their names. The founders are switched around. Then this I've already explained. Basically, if you are stuck by yourself in a room, come to the main session and we'll fix it there. Go on a direct chat, either with Salsabil, you write it like this, or with myself, if necessary, if you need support. And for the investors, you all know, I think, because I think all of you have profiles by now, but some founders might pitch on the spot, use their pitch deck. But if you want to check their information during the talk, you can also just log into the Startup Buddy and read it there. The companies that hopefully are all here for today are these 10. We're not going to do a presentation round individually because that will take half an hour. That's not very useful. So we have 10 different companies from a few different countries. These are the investors that were pre-confirmed, but I've seen a few other ones come in, and like I said, 1 or 2 are not there. This is how you've been pre-scheduled to meet. Mm-hmm. Now I will go back to my screen to get an idea of who's actually here. Does anyone have questions up front that everybody needs to know about how this is going to go? Have I explained everything sufficiently? If everybody is nodding yes, then we're just going to go what everybody came for, go do what everybody came for and go into the breakout rooms. So one last time, the investors I hopefully won't see again until after round 3. You can just stay in your breakout room, don't move, don't do anything. Just let us know if you have an issue. For the founders, we will switch you around. You shouldn't have to do anything either. you only need to come back to the main room if your partner, the person that you were supposed to talk to, doesn't show up because he's late or something else went wrong. Then we'll fix it from the main room. Enjoy your meetings, everybody, and then I'll see you in about an hour, hopefully.